Sounds about right.
I would give LaDainian Tomlinson the.
I mean, even with the Jets, he was pretty damn good.
He was. He was.
Fuck U.S. in San Diego.
I just remember that. I believe the Minnesota Vikings mascot. I didn't know this, but his name is Ragnar. Did you know that? That the actual Minnesota Viking mascot has a name, and his name is Ragnar.
You spoke of the Vikings. We forgot about someone.
Yes.
Greatest running back of the decade was
Adrian Peterson. Right? Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, LT was great, but I would take AP.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bag off. So.
All right. Oh, the Ducks are waiting for you.
They are. So okay, I like that guy. He was pretty good.
Who's better than AP? Come on. Still holding it down, even though.
With a football, with a switch.
Well, yeah, he did have to go to prison for 17 years for spanking his kid.
He did.
Son of a bitch.
He did. He sure did. In fact, I think he was also flagged for every swing that he had.
Well, and this would be the decade where it became illegal to spank your kid with a switch.
It is a decade where it became. Yeah, no, I mean
this be imprisoned and it basically fired off your job temporarily.
Yeah, no, this is certainly it. This is also the decade where if you're going to act up against your wife, don't do it in the elevator.
Ooh,
yeah.
I would say that's also right. Isn't that also?
Let's not draw an equivalent.
Well, that was early from this decade, though, right? I mean, that was early decade this year. I mean,
draw an equivalent between an elevator and a switch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
that's unfair.
I'm just saying.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, life has.
I've seen the video. The elevator was savage.
Yeah.
In the words of Dr. Evil.
I didn't know she dropped like that.
Yeah, life's. Scott,
That's
life.
why I pulled her out of the elevator.
Yes, I believe Dr. Evil said, Scott, life has its ups and downs.
Right now you're down, bitch.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You know.
I believe you brought that up.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I always hit the garage level buttons in the elevator for me when I have to do my whoopings.
Going forward, predictions on Super Bowl winners.
Super Bowl winners.
Or what? I would go as far as Super Bowl contestants. I'll make my prediction.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
I would agree with the old man with the Ravens. I'm seeing Ravens.
Okay.
Battle of the Birds.
Okay.
Ravens Hawks.
Ravens Hawks. Very good. Tails. Who do you think your Super Bowl champion is going to be this year?
This year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fuck off.
I think the Niners will get it.
Niners. Patriots could be a good game.
Jimmy Double G. He is a fan of the Double G.
But let me tell you who would actually win that game. Okay, who's actually going to be the Super Bowl MVP? Is going to be
Double G, baby.
It's probably going to be some girl named Desiree on Craigslist, who she's probably going to be the Super Bowl MVP no matter what city that the Super Bowl happens to be in. Okay, or maybe if her name's not Desiree, it's Destiny. Okay, Destiny is going to be the Super Bowl MVP. I'm not sure which year it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure she's winning it.
So you're taking the Dirty Birds.
I am taking the Dirty Birdies. I'm taking Destiny from Craigslist for the win.
Yikes. I don't think the Dirty Birds actually made it in the playoffs.
Well, let me tell you how much times have changed. Because a decade ago...
We got to log this. I mean,
yeah,
back to
sure. Okay,
channel your inner Sam Donald.
I must. I'm so sorry. I get ahead of myself with these predictions.
Too much fun here.
Yeah, we are.
Predictions.
So Destiny from Craigslist wins Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Okay, I like her.
She's going off. She's going off at 4-2 odds.
Yeah, I agree.
It's time to double down.
I like her. And let me tell you this: how much times have changed. And this is really where girls like Destiny players actually like Destiny really truly stepping up, because 10 years ago it would have been Destiny from Backpage that would have won the MVP award. But yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm just saying this is how times change. Okay. Okay.
It's for a dollar.
I am. Yeah, of course it is.
Tails had the Niners. I'm going Hawks. Come on,
And I'm going Destiny from Craigslist.
but
Shit.
fucking A. I think he had the inside knowledge on this one.
I'm just saying. I think I got the scoop. I definitely have the scoop.
Yeah,
I do.
It reeks of inside knowledge.
Well, it's because I put my newsman's pants on every day. That's why I do it.
Knowing Martha Stewart would
Yes.
help you out so much.
Well, I trends. I'm a trends analyst, my friend. Yeah, I understand this.
All right.
Okay, so I think
We're
okay.
friends.
All right. Well, no, it's okay.
Hook 'em up, hook her up.
It's all right. I'm just thinking.
Double G.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the great thing about Destiny from Craigslist is that she's actually a free agent at the end of this year, so she's definitely going to want it more. So that's why I'm saying she's winning.
So we
All right.
tailed off. We got one more sport to tackle.
We do?
Well, I mean, as far as going forward in the next decade, who would dominate? Well, it would be the Yankees. Maybe
Baseball?
the Sox.
Now we're going to baseball again?
Maybe the Tampa Bay Rays. Well, I mean, our
Okay.
predictions.
Oh, sure.
Uh,
Well,
got lost by your fucking deluge into Debbie Does Dallas.
well, there is there are multi.
Shit, my ducks are out.
The sports world is multifaceted, so I want to make sure that everyone has a say. That's why I do what I do. Everyone gets a say. So I'm thinking baseball now, right? You're saying is going to be where we're going to be in the what's going on? I predict that Clayton Kershaw never wins a World Series.
I hope that's
How about
not
that?
true.
And I'm actually somewhat of a Dodger fan. Of course, the last time the Dodgers won a World Series, my sister was born in 1988. But seriously, they love winning, and they have a culture of winning in Los Angeles.
I love winning. Shit. Okay. Well, it shows.
Yeah, it does. When you haven't won a World Series,
They left Brooklyn.
it's when you
You
haven't.
gotta go win
Yeah.
championships.
I mean, when you haven't won a rock in 33 years, I mean, it shows your dedication to the game. It shows your. It shows.
Nothing. They gotta beat the Cubbies, man.
Let's back
180 or
up
something.
on Bobby's math skills. 33 years.
Well, it'll be
Are
32
we
this
in
year.
2021?
21? No, not yet. But
Okay.
but we might as well be, because they're not going to win this year.
Forecasting.
Yeah, I'm prognosticating.
It's totally believable.
Yeah, I agree. Here's actually my prediction for this decade, and this is my second prediction. The first one that we have was that medical marijuana becomes legal in all 50 states this decade. That's our first prediction. As a caveat, my second prediction: Clayton Kershaw never wins a World Series title.
Ooh.
Dude, you son of a bitch. I'm not even a Dodgers fan, even though by way of Vin Scully, I've listened to, God bless that man. I've listened to many Dodgers games, but I like Clayton Kershaw. Sure, he chokes under pressure.
Of course, of course,
You know,
of course it is. Of course it is.
but
of course.
Is he not the second coming of Sandy Koufax?
Well, I would say this: a man who was like 16-3 during the regular season chokes in 4 consecutive postseason years proves that he is no Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, I mean,
Even Clayton Kershaw can't be Clayton Kershaw. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I hate facts, Bobby.
I know you do.
I hate facts.
I do. I know.
like
I know.
To respond emotionally.
I hate facts almost as much as I dislike Clayton Kershaw. So no wins for you, buddy.
Son of a bitch.
No wins for
Okay,
you.
fair enough.
No wins for
You
you.
must be a Clippers fan, asshole. right? You got your Kawhi Leonard jersey on.
I got
right now.
Raiders wins the
Pants
Super
off,
Bowl.
left sock on.
I'm actually, interesting to know, it's funny you say this, I'm actually an Isotopes fan.
And I'm
Well, who isn't?
Yeah. I
come on,
I have to throw that out there every now and
There's
then.
nothing to do with
Yeah,
sports.
no.
Dan Marino.
Yeah.
Laces out.
I love the Isotopes, yes, absolutely.
Fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but so baseball is going to be like the same old shit where the Yankees going to win a bunch, or this last decade.
Well, they didn't win anything. I mean, they won one, maybe.
Well, the Red Sox had to have Red Sox or Giants kind of had to have owned the tens.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think they both got. Well, you got 3 and
Three,
right?
yeah. No, they
2?
sure did 3 and 2. Yep,
I mean,
sure did.
They kind of owned that, right? Well, and the Astros were pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. Tails, what do you think? Who do you think?
in baseball.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I barely watch baseball.
He's going Mississippi Mud Hens again.
Yes.
They are fucking good, though, dude. I mean, that guy they promoted from the beer stand up to being their DH looks good. And apparently he can be a spot reliever. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Security's got to chase dicks out of the building right now. He's trying to walk away with shit.
That's a lot.
Alright, well, so
Dix has left the building for the moment.
and so off of that, yeah, I'm left speechless. Bobby doesn't do this, but so while he's away, let's talk about some shit that he'd be uncomfortable with, shall we?
Like, is he gonna make?
Oh,
is
shit.
he gonna do shakes or one?
Yeah, he is out there. That was quick. Must have been probably 3.
Man, I tell you. Man.
Any more than 2, you're playing around with it, bud.
So let's talk about politics now, huh? I mean, let's go from baseball to politics. What's going on with that
Natural
politics?
progression.
I mean, it is, right? I mean, America's game, America's politics. I mean, what could be better than any of that?
Right, yeah, and no institution, private institution is more powerful than MLB. Outside of Disney.
Come on, man.
As funny as it is.
I want you two, real quick, to discuss. Well, let's just discuss this political decade. I alluded earlier that we started with a black, white man, and we ended with an orange man. So maybe we could discuss that. That seems to be the hot button issue here in the United States. Is there anything that we can attest to about this decade of politics?
Should the question be, will it be transgender before a woman being elected to president?
Oh, a tranny P?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems to be kind of a thing, but in a valid question.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. No,
That's possible.
all my life, I've always wondered this. I've said to myself, who would be our first non-binary president?
Oh.
And my question is, how would we address them? Will we call them, will we call them what we typically call them, the commander-in-chief? Will we call them, the head of the country? Or actually, will we call them something different? Will we call them maybe what I would like to call Tranny P instead of the president?
Maybe a
It'd
simple
That would be a
hand
code
salute.
name.
Yeah, Tranny P.
Simple hand salute.
Oh,
will do
yeah?
you,
Oh, yeah?
MVP, baby.
I don't know how to give rainbow handshakes.
What, even on the sports tip, will it be a woman or a trans?
Oh, it's true.
Person
this
that break
is-
that barrier.
Yeah.
And even
Well,
that this is even now a topic now where men can compete within women's categories or sports. That seems to be something that was often frowned upon. Now it's embraced. I'm confused. What happened this decade?
Could you imagine the world as, let's say, a minority transgender that becomes president, or or becomes, say, the heavyweight boxing champion of the world. I mean, I think this is what we're stepping into, right?
I think before we answer that question, we should go to a break again.